It's your boy, Let's Do This. We back with another one. You already know what time it is. Welcome to the podcast, and today's topic is about GTA characters and the fictitiousness of people who feel that they are so imposterous that their artificial character is a reality, thinking that it's real. And the reason why I want to cover this topic because we got so many people that look at these characters and they start to believe that they are these characters. Although you may make these characters a similarity of how you look, or maybe just in the envisionment of how you want to see yourself in reality of life. But here's the thing. When you get onto these video games, it is not a reality. Everything is basically is just a form of a virtuality. You know, this is something that people want to live. This is something that people want to be. This is how people really want to act, but it's really not them in real life. So when you see these characters, for an example, right? For instance, if you see a girl character, yes, she may look cute and whatnot. It may be a little, kind of identification of how she looks, but it's not really her in real life, right? Because the character you're looking at, the person behind that could be not light skinned but dark, could not have the same figure as that character, can be plus size, or whatever the case may be, right? Or this person can have blemishes, blotches, or can have moles, or can just have acne, or just have pimples, or whatever the case may be. Everybody have a flaw within them, just like guy characters as well, vice versa of the conversation. So we got to understand when you're running across these characters, it is not the actual person. Remember, all characters are built the same. You notice you see NPCs plus size and whatnot, but here's the thing, they want you to feel as if you these people, and they want you to think that it's reality for you, but it's not. So when you hear these certain people talk or whatnot, yeah, they may sound good over the microphone, but do they really look that way in real life? Do it matches their voice? And some of you put that voice to the character, but we got to understand that these characters are not real. These are something that is created off for a game. The way how you look, the way who you are is the way you have been created because God created you that way. You are a similarity of your father. You are a similarity of your mother. Combined together, some may look more like their dad, some may look more like their mother, some may look like brother and sister down the family bloodline, cousins, uncles, and aunts, and whatnot, what have you. But I just want y'all to understand that this is not real. But here's the thing. It's nothing wrong with those wanting to be like these characteristics. As for me, I don't care how you look, and here's the reason why. Because we have to get out of this mindset that society will only accept you because of this. Everybody has something that makes them look either handsome or make them look either beautiful on both sides. You know what I mean? For an example, for me, I look at a woman, right? And she may not be so hot, but what may make her hot is the way she walks, or it can be her eyes, or it can be the way she talks, or it can be the way how she just, twirl her hair, whatnot. For an example, let me dig deep. So let's just say you got a woman who's cross-eyed, and she got a tooth missing down at the bottom, and she have a big old gap and whatnot, and she's plus size, and she may not have the luxury skin that we all wish we may have, due to, oh, you got good skin, right? But she may be beautiful in a way because of her eyelashes, or she can be beautiful because the way she speaks. She can be beautiful just her heart, the way she acted, her mannerism, just the way she carry herself. Just being a businesswoman or being a good mother. You see what I'm saying? You have to look at you can't look at the beauty from the outside, but from the inside. For an example, let's just say if you only attracted to a woman because she's beautiful, what happens if she have a car accident? She not cute anymore. She on bed rest. She gained weight. So you're gonna leave her because she's not how she used to be because you were just only with her because of the beauty that you saw, that you fell in love with? No. And we have to understand this from a perspective of outside looking in. Just like a guy, when you see a guy, he may not be all like tall, dark, handsome as all these girls want, whatever, flawless skin and so forth, so on. You know, he can be handsome in his own way. You know what I mean? It can be because he handled his business, or he a great father, or just the way he talks, or just the way, he walks. That can make that man handsome. We got to start. See, here's the thing. When you fall in love, you got to fall in love with the flaws first before you fall in love with anything else. You have to accept that. Because if you don't accept that, you're always going to look at that, and it may not be appealing to you, and that may take off a little of that attraction. So we got to understand these GTA characters are not real. And you got to stop acting like these GTA characters or any other characters on the video. They're not real. It is not you in real life. It may come close to maybe how you want to look, but it's not actually how the person looks in reality of life. And a lot of people fall in love with these characters as if they're real. Some of you men see these characters and you start fiending. Ooh, 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 ooh. But you got to understand who is really behind the character. It be some guys that be girl characters and you thinking it's a girl character. And the reason why they don't talk half of the time, it's because it may be a guy. You got to understand we have transsexuals in the world. These are men that think they are women, and they get on a video game and they portray as themselves as women, and then you are attracted to that character. But now what has happened is that now your attraction is for the man because you're not looking past what it could be. And this is where I'm trying to resurface and bring you back to reality, to understanding what is reality and what is the truth. You got to separate the two. You understand? So once you start to get more familiar with that and you start looking at it from a different perspective, the game is just to be played to have fun or whatnot. But if you're looking at the game as if you see yourself in that game in real life and try to bring that game into reality, then your priorities is out of whack. You are out of whack. Your sensibility is out of whack. Your mindset is off. And a lot of people get on these video games just to search just for that. Sometimes the video game is used for a dating app. Because, see, some of these women get on here and try to search for dudes. Just like some of these guys get on here and search for women. But they look at the character, and then once they get deep, and then they get a picture from somebody, be like, whoa, they get turned off because that they had an infiguration of, whoa, wait a minute, you know what I mean? I thought you would look similar like your character. No, that wasn't the case. It was just that she wanted to use that character, and this is how she maybe wanted to look, or she tried to imitate herself, but it couldn't come close. Or even those that try to kind of get a sense of some identification of that character to may look exactly like you. It's not going to look exactly like you. It may kind of have a little bit of identification of who you are through it, but it's not going to actually look like it. Because you got to remember, right? Again, you can't see a full-on picture of the character of yourself. And this is where you have to come to understanding, and you can't become into this fictitious type of thing because it's fake. It's preposterous. It's artificial. It isn't real. And once you get that out of your mindset, then you'll start looking at reality different. And some have low self-esteem, so therefore they make these characters because they want to look like these characters because they have low self-esteem in real life. Where they feel that they can't be themselves. So they get on a video game and they get that boost of confidence because now, they're getting attention because they can't get it in real life. So we have to look at things for what it's worth. And I just wanted to bring upon this topic to bring you to the realization, understanding of what it really is, You have to separate what is real and what is fake. And it's a lot of fakeness that's going on out there. And these characters are being used in no format, in placement of who you are. And you can't allow that to happen. Because you got to be who you are in real life and be happy with yourself and what you do and be confident in yourself and love yourself. Whoever don't see you as beautiful, then they're not really seeing who you are. Because all of us, we have a hint of beautiness in us. And it's the flaws. And if you can't see that, then that means you're living your life as ugly. So therefore, you need to take a closer look in the mirror and evaluate yourself so you can understand that is you that make yourself beautiful. Nothing else can. I'm your boy, Let's Do This. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm tapping out, but y'all already know I stay tapped in. You dig? You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh.